I'm pretty sure most Hypixel Skyblock players know the feeling of disappointment. You hear so many good things about a certain weapon, you save up all of your coins by all means necessary, to eventually acquire a weapon. Or item for that case. You test the item, and you wish you hadn't even started to save up. This happens all too often. On the other hand, you have certain items that are a really nice surprise. You don't expect them to be as good as they actually are, and they're amazing. Today, we take a look at what I think is one of the most instrumental items in the whole of Hypixel Skyblock, an item that changes everything. And that item is a level 200 Golden Dragon. Level 200 Golden Dragon alone is worth around about 1.3 billion coins. The legendary treasure perk means that you gain 0.25% damage for every million coin in your bank. With a 1 billion coin bank, this is a ton of damage. And its other perks are as follows. Gold's Power, add plus 100 strength to all golden weapons. Shining Scales, grants plus 10 strength and plus 2 magic find to your pet for each digit in your gold collection. Dragon's Greed, grants plus 0.5% strength per 5 magic find. If you have a gold weapon, all is good. Ideally, you'd have a high gold collection too. Can't really say mine is anything special. If you are planning on purchasing anything from the Hypixel store, make sure to use code NITROS. It gets yourself 5% off. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, become part of the 25%, there's no reason not to. Also, you should join the Discord server, it's linked in the description of every single video. So, just to demonstrate the power of this pet, first of all, I'm going to be using this giant sword. I've literally just bought it, I've gone for one for all because it's the most consistent. We're going to be using this 3/4 Crimson set with Terror Boots. And first of all, we're going to damage test with no pet at all. So that is going to be about 850k damage, give or take. Next up, we're going to use a level 100 Tiger pet. This cost me around about 45 million coins and is a pretty decent damaging pet. Our damage is going to go from 850k to 893k. So that's around about a 45,000 damage increase. We'll now equip our Golden Dragon, and we'll now do another test. That is 1.26 million. That is a ridiculous increase. That's around about a 410k increase in damage from the initial damage test with no pet, and around about a 365k increase from the test that we did with the Tiger. Well, that's just simply left-click melee damage. What if we want to use our Hyperion and a Mage setup? Is it still better than the next best Mage pet? Well, we're going to take this level 100 legendary sheep, and we're going to put it up against the Golden Dragon. With the Golden Dragon pet equipped, our damage is going to be over 2.4 million, which is over a 700k increase in damage. Bearing in mind, the Golden Dragon isn't even really a Mage pet. That is insane. But what if you want to use a bow? Is it still better? Well, we already know what the answer is, but we're going to test it anyway. And just to make sure people know, I'm not comparing the Tiger pet to a Golden Dragon. That's not what I'm doing. The Golden Dragon's 2.3 billion, and this is 45 mil. I'm not comparing them. I'm just showing you how good the Golden Dragon is. So with the Tiger, or pretty much any comparable pet, our damage is going to be around about 219k. That was a bit variable because the other hit was 266k, but that's just down to the Terminator. Call it 265k damage. We'll equip our Golden Dragon, and the damage we deal is 363k, which is of course, once again, a massive increase of around about 100k. On a relatively small number, that's pretty decent. Now of course the Terminator has Soul Eater on, so if we actually go to some higher tier mobs that have more health, we should see more of a difference. Of course in theory the percentage change is going to be the same, but the difference in numbers is going to be much bigger. Now in the Crimson Isles, with a Tiger pet equipped, let's see what sort of damage that we're actually going to deal. So these mobs have 2.5 million health, and the damage we deal is around about... oh, it's actually quite difficult to see. We'll try that again. That's about 260k, 240k. Seems to be very, very similar to the original damage. I think we got a hit for about 300k then too. Switch over to the Golden Dragon, and we're doing around about 700k damage. A massive increase. Honestly, you've got to love the TPS and Crimson Isle lobbies. Well, this was sorted. Yikes. No, actually. Seriously though. I'm clicking. Now let's see how long it takes. Should we just wait? I'm getting bored. Oh my god, what is... what? How about we give the G-Drag a bit more competition than just a tiger pet? Here we have a true legendary level 100 Ender Dragon. Its current market value is just shy of 750 million coins. The Ender Dragon stats are as following. Deal 200% more damage to end mobs with the Ender Strike. We also have a AOT debuff, and a stat that increases most stats by 10%. So now we're going to damage test with the Ender Dragon and then compare it to the Golden Dragon. First of all, with the Ender Dragon, our damage is just shy of 1.1 million. And if you remember from before, our Golden Dragon is going to deal around about 2.25 million, which means that the Golden Dragon outdamages the Ender Dragon in this situation just regularly in the graveyard with the hub zombies by around about 160k. Of course, one of the Ender Dragon's main perks is that it deals 200% more damage to end mobs. So let's make the Ender Dragon feel at home and head over to the end. So first of all, the damage with our Golden Dragon equipped is around about 1.3 million. And then if we equip the Ender Dragon, our damage is, let's see. Can't really tell. Try that again. Around about 1.5 million, over 1.5 million. So, in the end, the Ender Dragon is actually substantially better than the Golden Dragon, as you would imagine because of the plus 200% damage perk. However, we're now in the Crimson Isles, and our Ender Dragon is doing just around about 1.05 million, whereas the Golden Dragon does substantially more, very similar to what we were observing with the regular hub zombies. So the G-Drag's closest contender is better than the G-Drag just in the end, nowhere else. This G-Drag may cost literally like 2.3 billion coins, but you can kind of see why. Well, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think the Golden Dragon is worth the coins? The pet's 1.3 billion. You need at least a billion in the bank, and then, I don't know, maybe you need better gold collection than I've got to make it even better, which you probably do. Alternatively, you could buy it at level 1, or even at level 100 if you have the patience, level it up yourself, and make a substantial amount of profit. I mean, this is actually a pretty good method. I personally have no doubt saying that it's worth it. I mean, nothing comes close to it, other than in the end with the Ender Dragon. Consistently, nothing comes close to the G-Drag at all. Even at like level 130 with a billion in the bank, it's still substantially better than most other pets. It doesn't even need to be level 200. Imagine you pair this with a Chimera 5 weapon. Yeah, that would be kind of cracked, wouldn't it? Wink wink, I wonder what tomorrow's video is going to be. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.